So creating a product with the audience already pre-selected in your mind, we were able to spend a ton of money on digital advertising. In 2019, we probably spent like $500K on Facebook ads. In 2020, we spent maybe close to $1 million. That's changed now. We can talk a little bit about. I mean, you know, I'm sure your audience understands.
That's another.
That's a whole other episode.
Yeah,
The math is.
I'm sorry that's happening to you at this point. Like, I mean, I think everyone that's got a significant amount of traffic from Facebook, that game has changed.
The game has changed. So we probably couldn't do it if we started today as well as if we had. I mean, the simple math on Facebook ads is cost per click times conversion rate, and it has to be greater than margin, right? Like that's or LTV. That's it. Those are the only 3 or 4 numbers that matter. Your cost per click times your conversion rate has to be greater than your margin / LTV, and cost per click has gone up 3x since we started. Conversion rate's going to change. You can improve your conversion rate a lot, but there's a finite limit on conversion rate in a bit. You know, like you can only go up to a certain point on conversion rate.
Yeah, you're never going to go past like 5% or something like that. I mean, that's like the upper limit.
Yeah, and maybe like, you know, if you have a product already and you target a new product to your current customers and you maybe get like 15, like because you put it on sale. There's a whole bunch of ways, but to scale, you're not getting past 5%. So there's an upper limit there.
And your LTV, I imagine, is not.
There is no LTV.
Super high. Yeah, I mean, you might have 1 out of 100 people buy a second game or something, but it's usually like a one-off spontaneous purchase that ends up in a cupboard somewhere, and they don't really play it that often. Like maybe 2 years later, they finally take the shrink wrap off of it and be like, "Hey, I got this game I've been wanting to play." You know, it takes 4 people being over and like all the right circumstances. Everybody wants to want to do it. It's I know when we play games, which we do a lot, it's very much like. Trying to find something to watch on TV or where you're going to order food from or something. There's always like this long conversation of, I don't know, like, like one person suggests something, the other one's like, well, I don't really want to do that. And, you know, so it's like hard to even get the game to come out of the cupboard.
Exactly. I mean,
and so trying to get them to buy a second one's not easy.
No, and theoretically, the more games that are out there, the more word of mouth marketing you have. But from an e-com perspective and from a digital marketing perspective, you have to try and be profitable on the first order. So we only have so much margin to play with. And back in 2018, the math was that we could play with that margin. Our conversion rate was 5% when we did a pre-order for Trek International.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. That's
amazing.
Thank
you. Yeah. So back then we could make the math work because we were getting sales for $10. I can't do that today. I really can't.
So now it's 30.
Now, exactly. And that is the difference between profitability and not profitability for us. Yep. So the whole foundation of that has completely shifted for us. So we still do make the game with the audience in mind, but now we think a lot more about what our current audience wants in a way that we didn't before, because we're trying to acquire a lot more of our current customers again on future games.